Good morning, badasses. Coach Joe from the Summit Endurance Academy. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about inflammation. So, chronic inflammation, bad. Acute inflammation, like post-workout, good. We need to have this. So, it's important to think about exercise and training as in two ways. One, it is damaging. So it is breaking down structures. Two, it is depleting. It is using energy stores. So if we think about this. So basically, sometime in the past, people figured out that the energy stores would refill faster if we removed inflammation. And so that's where ice baths and compression socks and shitloads of beats and all that kind of stuff came into play. And so what happens there is that, so inflammation is essentially our body moving a bunch of cells in there to repair stuff. So stuff has been damaged, your muscle cells have been damaged. I mean, hell, maybe even your blood vessels and your vasculature has been a little beaten up by exercise. So inflammation is all this stuff coming in to fix things. Now, what happens, a byproduct of this, is that the blood flow tends to be occluded a little bit, and the fuel doesn't return as fast. And so what people found is that early on, they could return to exercise and return to performance faster if they iced, compressed, all that sort of stuff. But the caveat here is that over time, it is suggested that over time, this actually hurts us. Okay? And the reason for that is we have all these little things fixing in there, right? And if we ice and compress, all those little fix-it things get flushed away, and we basically impede the repair process. We refuel faster, but we repair slower. So, a couple strategies that I employ and that I encourage all of my athletes to employ. One, on given days, given training, don't use anti-inflammatory stuff. If you are inflamed and you feel like you can't go out again, good, then maybe that's time to rest, okay? Just accept that. Perhaps if you're at the end of a long training block and you just have one or two workouts to go and you're like, oh man, an ice bath would just make me feel so much better tomorrow. Maybe do that. Otherwise, in general average training, I do not prescribe anti-inflammatory strategies. The caveat to that is when you are racing, especially if you are doing multi-day racing. Say you're doing a mountain bike stage race, or it's like a ski mountaineering racing weekend or a Nordic racing weekend, and you have a race Saturday and a race Sunday. That day between races, abso-fucking-lutely anti-inflammatory the shit out of that stuff. Take an ice bath, wear compression tights, put your legs up, all that kind of stuff. That's great, but not during average training. Have a good day.